Ayan, promise hindi to about politics. May kinalaman pero hindi siya about politics. Ayan, so magandang araw sa inyo lahat ng mga nakikinig sa akin dito sa ating podcast. So this is George again. It's May 26, 2022, 5:33 p.m. on my way home. As usual, traffic. So siyempre meron tayong record. Kahapon birthday ng kapatid ko. Happy birthday to my brother. Although hindi ko siya maagilap sa Facebook. Anyways, so yun. So tapos na nga ang election, right? As we predicted, it has become dividing activity, no, sa bansa. Although nakita din natin na talagang overwhelming yung majority na nagboto dun sa candidate, no, na nanalo eventually for the two candidates. And I would have made an analysis kung bakit ganun na nangyari, you know, and maraming bagay. Kaso nga lang, you know, parang deep inside me, I'm thinking, you know, it's not the proper way to go about that anymore. Kasi ano na yun, water under the bridge, you know. It's beyond us now, behind us now. So, pero marami tayong natutunan doon, no, sa nangyaring exercise na yun. Ako, one of the things that I realize is, again, underlining on the perspectives. The perspectives really matter. You know, talagang, ito natutunan ko to early on in life, when I was so enamored, I would say, by the one true God and the Holy Church. You know what I mean? So, parang in my effort of proving that my religion is the one true religion. Promise may connection to, baka sabihin nyo, bakit napunta sa religion? Ito, kasi when I was young, I was syempre true disciple of the faith. Ayan, no? Even wrote an article, daming chapters dun, why I believe, ayan, no? Ingay ng motor. Why I believe that the Holy Roman Catholic Church is the one true church. Ayan, no, on the truth of the Catholic faith. Naalala ko yan kasi libro yan dati sa amin, no, sa UST. And since I'm a true blue disciple of St. Thomas Aquinas, the angelic doctor. Ayan, no, so I was, in the terminology of Marx, trained to prove everything, so that in the end I ended up believing nothing. Hindi naman believing nothing, pero you know, beginning to doubt a lot of things actually, no, naging tayong skeptic and all that, but several things remain, as I mentioned in my other podcast. So yung perspective. When I was younger, I used to really believe that ito yung one true faith, and really to know, talagang naghahanap ka talaga ng way para makatulong sa ibang tao, to make them also realize that, you know, wag kayo dyan kasi hindi kayo masasave. Dito yung one true Noah's Ark that can be traced back to the apostles. All the other religions, all the other sects, no, sekta, ay hindi naman pinatungan ng kamay papunta kay Jesus. Mga ganun, no? Talagang I can really prove to you, if it's dogma, if the Christianity is true, then it resides on the Catholic faith. Never mind the erring popes and the churchmen who condemned Galileo and burned Savonarola on the stake. Never mind those. Never mind the Reformation and hindi Reformation, basta yun yung away dati na sinusunog yung yan, nagdagdana pa ako, talaga nagbabiyaya ako, sinusunog yung mga hindi naniniwala sa faith, no? So, because of that, parang na-realize ko yung Puritan, tawag doon Puritanism that Puritan attitude is even comparable to the Pharisees, no? Parang, thank you Lord, kami naniniwala kami dito, parang ganun. Tingnan mo yung publikanong yan, no? Hindi man lang diba? Makasalanan siya, ganyan, whatever. So I think na-realize ko yun na early, na no matter what sense you drum on people's ears, ayan, Santa Rosa na. No matter what you do, it's going to be him and his conscience, and you and your conscience. It's just between you and God in the end. Kaya I notice yung nagiging I would say effort, no, tireless effort of the followers of losing candidate Madam Lenny, no, and Mr. Kiko. Parang convincing everybody to the point of minsan napapaaway na sila. Because bakit di nyo makita ito, diba? Bakit di nyo makita ganito? Magnanakaw yan, diba? Bobo yung mga ba, diba? Parang ngayon, yung kabilang kampo naman, lalo silang na hardened sa kanilang desire, no? Na, diba? Who are you to condemn us, to judge us or to judge the people that you are saying, did that? Di ba ilang taon na kayo ang nag-rule sa Philippines? Your party pala. Bakit hindi nyo naman nabawi yung sinasabi nyong babawiin ninyo? Hanggang ngayon, bakit nakapagkandidato pa nga? Diba? Si Bongbong. Naging presidente yung nanay ni Noynoy. Napag-presidente si Noynoy. Diba? Parang unusual naman na tayo na hindi mo na-prove on paper. Tapos, we're not better now than before, So, yun yung yun yung narrative on both sides. But in the end, it's all about choosing, it's all about choosing. Democracy is all about choosing. Teka, akala ko ba hindi na to politics, naging politics. It's the philosophy of choosing. The freedom of the will. It's the philosophy of choosing democratically. Kasi if you believe in the democratic process, in fact, kaya ka nga kumandidato So, 'di ba? Kaya ka kumandidato because you believe in the democratic process, in the electorate. Pero if you applied for a job and you got rejected for the job, don't curse the people whom you applied, for. I mean, whom you applied the job for. I mean, the job with, di ba? Kasi, siya po sila pumili, no? Parang nung hindi ka nagustuhan, nagsalita ka na ng masasama, no? Di ba? So, na parang may nagsabi pa nga, parang dati hindi ko alam kung ilan ang bobo sa Pilipinas. 31 million pala, at least alam ko na ngayon kung ilan. So yung mga bumoto pala kay ang tawag na to, kay Inday na 32 million, na hindi bumoto kay Bongbong, diba? May 1 million medyo lang bobo dahil diba? Ay nako, when will we learn? Ang democratic process is just that, majority rules. Ang naging is aristocracy. Parang kami lang yung matalino, 'di ba? So, ganyan na nangyari, tinan mo, matalino lang kayo, ilan lang kayong percent? 59% sa kabila. So, ibig sabihin, in a democratic process kasi, 'di ba? Parang hindi ba sa democratic process majority rules? O ngayon kung mag-aalisan tayo sa bansa, mas maganda siguro umalis yung mga 21%. Yan ang mga narrative pero hindi na, wala na, tapos na ano ba yan, no? Moot and academic na yan, hindi na tayo hindi na ganyan yung labanan, no? Pero ang nakita ko nga dun is parang naging masyadong heated yung battle. Kasi both sides talagang hanggang ngayon ganun pa rin hindi natalo ang natalo ang taong bayan. Yan mga banat. That narrative of holier than thou, that we have all the answers and you don't have the answer. Kami yun, not you. Hindi katulad sa ibang bansa. Sa ibang bansa, kahit yung mga kandidato naman pag natalo sila, you submit to the will of the people. That's it. Kasi kung hindi, dapat pala na lang tayo. Parang yung labanan ng the survival of the fit. Hindi survival. Parang mga warriors code. Kung sino yung mananalo, pupugutan ng ulo yung kalaban, matitira yung matibay, kahit na wala siyang mandate. Siyang i-herald natin as the president. Di ba parang yung sinasabi, yan si Marcos, dictator. Pag wala kang mandate, hindi ka binoto ng majority, tapos gusto mong mamuno pa rin, di ba dictatorship yun? Di ba yun ang dictatorship? Di ba ang dictatorship is yung wala kang mandate, gusto mong mamuno at gagamitin mo yung military, whatever, force, In fact, pwede kang gumamit ng mob rule. Halika, punta tayo sa kalsada. Yun. Ang tunay na power ng people ay nasa balota. At nagsalita na yun di ba? So, I don't know why we still have this conversation in Facebook na may nagsasalita pa rin samantalang it's already done. Sabi ko nga sa mga kasamahan ko sa school, I also was the same, when I voted for Jovito Salonga and Aquilino Pimentel against, I don't know, sino ba ang laban nila? Si Ramos ata, Ramos ba? Yes, kasi parang ang feeling ko si Ramos kasunod lang ni Cory. Pumoto ako sa kabila dahil, knowing Salonga, constitutionalist, one of the luminaries of Philippine law. Pero marami din bumoto kay, I think, noong time na yun, marami din bumoto kay Miriam. The best president, quote-unquote, they said, who we never had. But we kept our quiet, our silence, after that. The Filipino people has spoken. Diba? So, I also voted for natalo Gibot Chidoro. He lost. Voted for sino nga Mr. Clean? De Villa ba? Against eventually ang naging winner ay si Pinoy, diba? Yun nga kasi talagang ito yung time na nagugulumihan na ako sa mga yellow people, the yellow army. And Duterte came, of course, voted for him, and then eventually Marcos voted for him and Sara. So I don't think na ang intellectual vote kay Lenny, hindi ako naniniwala doon. I beg to disagree. I know of a lot of people who are intellectuals who didn't vote for them. Okay? I also beg to disagree about the youth vote na sabi ang mga kabataan, sila talaga hindi ako naniniwala kasi yung mismo ng yung mga survey institutions na nga nagsabi na pag ganyan po kasi kalaki ang percentage ng lamang, across all factors na po yan. Hindi na po namin yan sinasab. Pero alam po yan. Kasi commissioned research nga po kami. Diba? Tinanong pa nga siya ni Jessica. So, alam po ng kampo yan Ma'am Lenny, Madam Lenny. Opo. Kinimission nila kami. Diba? Nadulas pa nga siya na nag-commission sa kanila ay ang mga campings diba? So, parang it's pointless to say saan siya malakas kasi pag ganun yun lamang sa mathematics talagang across all areas hindi ka po pwedeng 'di ba kung 15 million ibig sabihin lahat ng bata siya ang binoto, ibig sabihin walang matanda na bumoto kay Lenny. Para namang hindi mathematically sound yung idea na yun. Diba? Kasi how many voted ba all in all? Ilan doon ang bata? Tapos you got 15 million votes. Are you saying na lahat yung 15 million bata? Asan na yung mga bumoto sa inyong matatanda? So, ibig sabihin, nanloko lang pala yun. Kay Lenny kami, tapos hindi pala siya binoto. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, sa mathematics po, pag ganun, kahit sa anong class A, class B, class C, ganun ang normal na ratio dyan. Siguro magkamali man yan. 1-2% lang yan. Siguro sabihin mo na hanggang 5. Pero kung 59, tama, almost 60% eh. 60% yung isa mga 25, ang layo nun para mag-make ng difference. Pero siguro, aabot ng kunwari 30% sa mga bata, kunwari. Tapos yung 60, magiging 55. But still, majority pa rin, di ba? So, parang unusual na ilalaban mo pa yung ganung mga narrative, no? Parang niloloko na lang natin sarili natin sa ganyan. So ako sa tingin ko dapat wala na, tumahimik na lang tayo lahat. Sabi ko, yun yung pinaka the best dyan if you lost the minority should just keep quiet. Kasi natalo na sila alam mo, sa Pilipinas lang talaga ang talo ka na nga, ang ingay mo pa. Ang ingay mo pa, talo ka na nga Nung nagkakampanya, maingay kayo, feeling ko maranalo kayo. Aba, nung natalo maingay pa din. So parang may problem ata dito sa mga to. Diba? Sabi nga ni Fidel Castro nung nanalo siya, diba? Mga rebels yung mga ayaw dito sa akin panunungkulan, pwede naman kayong umalis ng bansa. So because after a month or something we will be declaring you as enemies of the state. So pinaalis niya lahat ng ayaw sa panunungkulan ni Fidel Castro. So lahat yun siyempre ang US. Anong ginawa ng US? Welcome kayo dito sa amin, pumunta kayo dito. Ano nangyari sa US after that? Ang dami niyang mga problema sa drugs, ganyan. Kasi mga galing ng mga quote-unquote political prisoners. When in reality, they're not really political prisoners. They are, they're simply just people avoiding the wrath of Fidel Castro. Ganun yung idea nun But nevertheless, ang Pilipinas is under the protection not of PBM, the Marcoses, or the Yellow Armies, It's under the protection of the will of the people. Yan. And of course of God, kasi the voice of the people is the voice of God. So having said that, alam natin na in the end, it's going to be a toss-up between, should we follow the will of the people, even though, quote-unquote, they are wrong. Ayan ang mga banat ng mga ibang campings. Should we do that? Ang sagot ko dun is, we tried not to. Alam niyo kung bakit? Before na ang usapan nun ay, hindi, tayo nakakaalam kung anong mas kailangan ng tao. Diba? Sino mga nagsabi niyan noong araw? Noong araw meaning mga Middle Ages. We know better than those people na hindi nakapag-aral. Sino mga nagsabi niyan? Mga emperors, mga monarchs na kinampihan din ng mga simbahan. Ano nangyari? Slowly but surely nakikita nila, no, it doesn't work. Democracy is the one that works. It should be the will of the people. What if they're wrong? Never. That's the price that we have to pay. How can you say na hindi yun tama? Yun na nga yung naging resolution before. Ang naging resolution before in the philosophy of history, magbasa-basa tayo. We tried aristocracy, we tried monarchy, saying perhaps that no, the masses cannot stand for themselves. The masses cannot understand what is good for them. Therefore, we have to decide for the masses. We tried that. It failed miserably because the ones who supposed to make the wise decisions, sila yung nagpahirap sa tao. Yun nga ang nangyayari because we want to go back to that. Hindi na nga nagmamatter yun eh. Wala na yun. Hindi na yun nagmamatter. You know? Ang nagmamatter is the will of the people. The will of the people says, eto na yun. You know? And so, the minority should just shut up. So, yun lang ang dapat sabihin. Political statement to eh. So, what the hell? Joke. Post ko ba to? Parang hindi maganda yung post ko to. Shit na post.